Now that you've been hearing political analysis of what people think will happen during tonight's debate, why don't we do it a little differently? Joining me now, actor and comedian Rob Schneider, one of our favorites, host of Woke Up in America on Fox Nation. Rob, great to see you tonight. What do you think, with your political experience and acumen, about who's going to stand out tonight?
I think I'm looking at Vivek to have another, to be attacked by Chris Christie. And by the way, no matter what Vivek Ramaswamy, whatever he accomplishes, it doesn't matter, because just what he has done for the American East Indians with unpronounceable names is really astounding, and I'm very proud of that for him. Let me see. It's nice to know that Nikki Haley can be just as much of a warmonger as the other gentleman on the stage. And Chris Christie, let's be honest, he doesn't have a chance, but he's still there. It's nice, you know, Chris Christie's a guy, no matter how heavy you get as an American, it's a good reminder that just wait 3-4 minutes and you'll see somebody way heavier than you, and you'll feel better.
Oh, my gosh. Rob, we're really going below the belt here and above the belt. All right, Rob, Biden's campaign manager made her own prediction. And I don't even know her name, by the way. That tells you a lot about her campaign manager, or me, about what we're going to see tonight at the debate stage. Check this out.
Extreme kind of positions and policies that we'll hear likely tomorrow night, just coming from the debate stage right over the hill. You know, as we continue to see those extreme policies, we stand here rooted in the values that we know continue to ensure that we are growing our economy.
Now,
yes,
Rob, I'm not sure what
right.
values the Biden administration is rooted in, but she doesn't even seem to believe that. I mean, you're watching her body language. Listen, does she seem like she's really on board the Biden train, or whatever we're calling it, caboose of Biden?
I think it spoke volumes, the 4 supporters she was able to get at that press conference. I think that some of the values that the Biden administration, you know, wants to make sure, like what stoves we use, what kind of cars we drive, and what air conditioners we're allowed to have in our homes. These are the values of the Biden administration. And I think it should be pretty much a slam dunk. You know, it's incredible, like, for me to see the defense for the Democrats is like, yes, Joe Biden's son did take advantage of his father's position, and but Joe didn't make any money off it. Now, that's your defense? That's an admission of guilt. How is this still happening?
Now, Rob, what's amazing about this is, well, you're from the field of comedy, obviously, and acting. Now, if this had been a Republican who had as many gaffes and as many physical stumbles and senior moments as Joe Biden has had, I mean, this would be 24/7 on all the comedy sites, obviously SNL. But with Biden, it's kind of, aw, shucks, ain't that cute, or that's just Joe. But I mean, it's ridiculous.
It's almost as if 95% of the media is in the hands of the liberal intelligentsia, and there's nothing we can do about it. No, the thing is about it, it's like their wrongs and their evil is going to be way not as bad as ours, as the conservatives, and they're just going to run with it. And so, unfortunately, you really do have, like I said before, I mean, people in California would vote for an avocado if it had a D next to it. And there's just a tribalism that I think people are waking up to.
I want you to moderate the next debate, or the next debate, or
I'm there.
One of them. I'll pay to see that. I'll co-moderate with you. Rob, great to see you as always. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Laura.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.